chance. It's big. 1, 2, 3. Woo!
Sorry to interrupt. I want to get through this for those people that need to head on. Just real quick, before I start, there is absolutely some drinks, some adult beverages, some pop, some water, a few snacks there. Feel free to stick around. Some of us actually live here, pretty much, based on the last 6 months. So please, feel free to stick around. We can give you a tour of what there is to see if you want to see it. But I definitely want to thank everyone for coming. A lot of family, a lot of Forjak members, city people, friends, so thank you for coming. This was definitely an exciting day. It's taken... If you know me well enough, you know that you're already assuming that I'm going to get emotional, so if you don't know me, I'm sorry, but a ton of work has gone into this. And if you're here, you're part of this, and I appreciate it. Some of you have put hours upon hours into this. Some of you had to deal with me. Some of you have to deal with other people at Forjak, and this has not been easy. This has been a new thing for all of us, and definitely glad that it's coming to an end. Obviously now we need to start making some money here, but we're definitely excited for this chapter to start closing up and starting the new chapter. So thank you for coming. Definitely want to thank some people. I want to start off with thanking, I'm going to say it slow, the Ohio Air Quality and Development Authority. Are they here tonight? There they are, right there. Everybody give him a round of applause. So the OAQDA actually gave us a grant. They actually helped pay for that blast booth. Their initiative, their mentality is to do it right. So instead of emitting bad things out into the atmosphere, we're going to do it right, and we have the right equipment, state-of-the-art equipment, and they actually helped. So we got a $30,000 grant through them. So definitely appreciate it. Thank you. OCAP, if OCAP is here, and the EPA. I know our safety department had to deal with OCAP, who was a super nice transition with OCAP into the EPA. If you've never dealt with the EPA, that's a very intimidating thing. That's absolutely why I gave it to Kelsey Kohler, who's here somewhere. That was she was tasked with that. So thank you to OCAP. I definitely want to thank, I'm sorry I had to write all this down, City Council. Definitely want to thank City Council. They help approve the Pickaway Progressive, the initiative to help bring Forjak to Circleville. Some tax incentives as we hire people. There's a real incentive for us to grow this business. So thank you to the City Council. Don Sherman and his team, if anyone's here I didn't see Don, but they've been great to deal with at the city. The Chamber of Commerce, thank you to the Chamber of Commerce. They're here, and we're going to help cut the ribbon with them. All the local utility companies have been awesome. Even the City of Circleville Water Department actually was awesome to deal with. It's super refreshing. We've dealt with some much bigger firms in the past, and the obstacles are so much nicer in Circleville. The building department, and especially Mayor Mcelroy and Ryan Scribner, both have been super great for us, super welcoming. It came down to Circleville or a facility about 1/8 of a mile away from our current headquarters in Columbus. And if you think, why in the world would you want to travel 40 minutes from your current facility to Circleville when it's 1/8 of a mile away? We could have walked there. And to be a medium-sized fish in a small pond is a neat thing compared to a little baby fish in this huge pond that nobody really cares and nobody really knows. And the overwhelming just the attitude of we have a joke. If somebody comes to apply at Forjak and I ask where are they from, the answer is Pickaway County, they're almost guaranteed a job. So, and that's a true thing. So it's that small town attitude. I grew up here. Half of Forjak is from Pickaway County and Circleville. We're currently about 75 members strong across the company now, and it's just super nice to have people come up and say, hey, what you're doing with the building, and hey, it looks great. And you almost question that initially, and you question, well, why do you really care that we're doing this? It's just, the building's been here. We haven't done anything, we haven't, invented the wheel, but it's little things like fixing the glass or landscaping the property where you start realizing like, wow, we are helping to revitalize this. And it's just that mentality is great to be a part of. So super glad to be in Circleville. And we will pretty much start full production here in the next week or so here, and we hope to get to 3 shifts here. That's our goal, is to be at 3 shifts a day, 5 days a week. We hope to employ 50 to 75 people here. That's our goal. And as you can see, some of the examples of what we do, that's a petroleum tank behind you there. And if you walk through the plant, you can see an example of, that's a tank that has come in and been cleaned, and it goes into our blast booth, into our painting booth, and then finished product. So we're not just going to do tanks here, but it's just a good example for you that if you're not used to the industrial protective world of painting, that's really what we're going to do here. Everything we do here is not for look. Everything we do is actually for protection. It's a very regulated industry. What we do here, coating-wise, it might save someone's life someday. If it's a bridge beam and a bridge is not coated properly and it rusts too soon and it gives out, that's really because of the painter. So there's huge lawsuits throughout this country every day that go against painters. So obviously we don't want that, but this is a real serious thing. It's not painting your house just for color and just for look. But thank you for coming. Please stick around. Like I said, there's some drinks. I definitely want to thank, S&T Bank, who's not here. Definitely appreciate their belief in us, and all of Forjak. And those that have a Forjak shirt on know that. They're all here. Definitely appreciate the hard work, because as I left Columbus and came down here and put a lot of time in here, people in Columbus have picked up the slack. Several people have. And Columbus is growing. It's still doing what it does. So definitely appreciate that. And special shout out to Nick Morton. He's going to hate it that I called him out. He's the guy in the Forjak hat right there. He's the guy that, yeah, let's give him a clap. That's the Nick. If you see Nick's office there, that's his office. He's ultimately responsible if anything gets screwed up here. So if we fail, it's on him, no pressure. But definitely excited to have Nick. Nick actually has like an hour and 40-minute drive to work every single day one way to get here. So definitely appreciate his commitment, and definitely appreciate him. Friends, families, girlfriend, boyfriends, husband, wives, thank you. There's a lot of husbands and wives in here that have definitely been grateful enough to lend us your wife or husband, and we've worked some long hours here. Thank you to Katie Hedges. She's as you know, she's my sister. She's like my right-hand person. And I definitely appreciate what she's doing, because she's absolutely carrying the load in Columbus. And thank you for that, even though she decided to adopt a baby right when we took possession of this place. So, I'll always hold that against her. So thank you. And my last thank you is to that gentleman right there with the kid with the wild hair. Matt Parmigiano, the good-looking guy back there in the plaid shirt. He is my business partner. I'm obviously a lot of times seen in the face. I always get talked into talking, but and also crying in front of all these people. But he's like the best business partner you could ask for. He's absolutely the one that makes this possible. I'm the idiot that says, yeah, let's do it, and he's the one that finds the money and finds the way and says, hey, this makes sense. So thank you to Matt. And thank you all for coming. I'm going to introduce Mayor Mcelroy real quick here. And like I said, please stick around afterwards if you want. We're going to cut a quick ribbon after Mr. Mcelroy and Ryan talk, but thank you. I appreciate it.
Before I forget, Pat, thank you. Okay, there's a lot of thank yous that I would like to do also. I'd like to start with City Council. I think we have all of City Council here. Thank you. You played a major role in making this happen. So thank you very much. Citizens of Circleville that are out here, that are interested in what's happening here at Forjak, thank you for coming. The family, thank you for coming. And a special shout out to Mia. Mia, nice seeing you. I'm going to make my comments brief. Ryan tells me he's got about 10 minutes, so I'm going to be very, very brief. You know, when you look at what makes a community great, and we talk about this all the time, is that we raise our children here, and we would like to have them come back and invest in our community and stay here and whatnot. And Adam, perfect example of this. I can remember watching Adam play football, and all of a sudden he's bringing 50 to 75 new employees to this community, which is going to be huge. These small businesses are the backbone of why we exist in this country. Small businesses drive everything, so thank you very much. I've gotten to see Adam quite a bit because he's had to come into our offices to apply for all kinds of different licenses and everything else, and hopefully we've made it painless for you.
Seamless.
I cannot tell you how pleased we are in the city of Circleville to invite you and Pat and Nick, wherever you are, thank you, and whatever we can do to continue to help you, we're here to do that. So thank you very much. Notice he's got a piece of paper.
It's a big day. It's worthy of prepping for a little bit. Good afternoon. I'm Ryan Scribner. I'm the Executive Director of the Pickway Progress Partnership, or P3 as we're known locally. You know, in simple terms, it's my job to pursue, support, and try to secure private investment in our community that creates jobs. And in that respect, you know, our community's been on a bit of a roll these last few years. You look north and there's 10 million square feet of new facilities up around Rickenbacker. You look south and there's new projects, a manufacturing resurgence with Sofidel and expansions at DuPont and EG Industries and Trimold and probably a few others I'm not mentioning right now. But they've been just outside of the city, right? And for the folks on city council and the administration, you know what a difference that makes, right? When they're just outside of the city. And for a city that's still recovering from recessions and plant closures going back over the last couple of decades, new investment and new development in Circleville is a really, really big deal. And it's for that reason that I'm so excited about this project and Forjak and what they're going to be doing here in Circleville. I've really grown to appreciate Forjak and their approach here over this last year and getting to know them. You know, economic development is